Hey guys, in today's video, I have 6 Christmas tree DIYs, and I will be announcing the winner of last week's contest. If you're curious to see about all of that, keep on watching. What's up, gorgeous people? This is Ambazar's DIY. My name is Amber Meeks, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you 6 Christmas tree DIYs. Now, 2 of them are mini Christmas trees, but I did use 2 different techniques with the mini Christmas trees, and you can make them as big or as little as you want. I will also be announcing the winner of last week's contest at the end of this video, so we have a lot to cover. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, I'm first going to start with these candle jars that were given to me by my sister's friend, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrape the stickers off, and as I got it started I realized I could just peel off the front stickers, and then I went ahead and took the bottom stickers off as well because I don't like any stickers on at all, and this one had some kind of decal on it, so I just used a wallpaper remover to get that decal off. Now that I have all that done, of course, there's a ton of sticky stuff left, so I'm just going to use some Goo Gone to get all the sticky stuff off and then wash these, and these are prepped and ready to be painted. Okay, now that they're all washed and ready to roll, I'm going to take this Rust-Oleum hammered metal paint and I'm going to spray paint them all. I did 2 coats and then I did a top coat, and this is what they look like when I'm done doing all of that. So now that all my bases are ready, we're ready to get started on the DIYs. So for this first one, I'm going to take a toilet paper roll and I'm going to cut it in half. So now I'm just going to, at an angle, shape it into a cone so that we can have a little mini tree. Now this is really easy, guys. At first when you do these, it's kind of hard to play with, but you'll get used to it. So then just stick a dot of glue at the very end of it to hold it into place. Once you've done that, you're going to want to go ahead and work on this bottom part because clearly it is very uneven. So what I like to do is fold mine like this and just kind of try to guess where I need to cut it. Honestly, guys, it's just a work in progress. See how it won't stand up straight? So I pick it up and then I go ahead and just trim some more off of the edge, and then I get it the way that I want it. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to take a paper towel roll and then I'm going to mark it in 1-inch widths. So I'm just going to take my marker here and mark it every 1 inch because that's how big I want these little tree branch things to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that down where I marked it, of course, so that I can have these 1-inch strips for this tree. Okay, so now that I have all those done, I'm just going to cut the 1-inch strips in half just like that. Okay, next thing is to paint them. I'm going to use this Liquitex paint that I've clearly had for like ever, and I don't even know where it came from. So we're just going to use this green color to paint these both sides. You need to paint the front and the back of these, as well as the little tree cone, because I don't want any of that natural stuff peeking through. Now that all of that's done, I'm going to go ahead and take this and I'm just going to cut these. I don't know how to explain this, guys. I'm just going to like cut it, but not all the way to the end. So just going to keep doing this. It's like a fringe effect, I guess is what I'm going for here. So this is what it looks like when I get to the very end of it. So now I'm just going to take that little thing that I just created and glue it onto the cone. I go as close to the bottom as I possibly can. I mean, I'm pretty much at the bottom here, and I just continue to glue it around. As you can see, I didn't make it all the way to the end, and I fill in that space in a minute, but this is what I'm going for, guys. I just kind of fluff these up, so that's what we're going to do with each and every single layer. This, I'm just showing you right now that I'm just going to go ahead and fill in that little space that I didn't have enough for and continue on to the next layer. So when you move on to your next layer, I literally just put my glue at the very top of the last layer, and that's how I did it all the way up the tree. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's almost done. Not bad, guys. I'm pretty happy with this one. So I'm going to take some white paint and then I'm going to add like a snow effect and just kind of dry brush some of this white paint on there like so. Now that that's done, I need a skewer to go ahead and pop this into the little jar that it's going to go into so it stands up nice and straight. I sanded that down. Now I'm going to add a dot of glue to the top of it and just pop it right down into the tree there so that it stays in place. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to use this foam that I had on hand that was part of packing and something that I ordered. You guys can use foam from Dollar Tree or wherever you want to buy it from, but I like to reuse stuff as much as possible. So now I'm just going to pop my tree back down into the jar here. And this is the final product. So all I ended up doing was adding some rope to the bottom, just 2 layers of rope to the bottom part of the base. And then I just tied a little shoelace bow with some twine and I called it a day, guys. This one was not hard at all to make, a little time consuming for how small it is, but I'm really happy with it. Super cute. Okay guys, for this next one, we're going to start with the toilet paper roll again and see where it kind of meets. You see how they put that together? I really don't know how to explain that. I'm just going to start ripping it and following the lines. Like I'm showing you the inside here. See how I'm just following the line and just ripping it all the way down? It's really easy to rip apart. So this is what it looks like after I've done that. So then I'm just going to literally fold it in half, matching up those top ends. And you guys can probably already see where I'm going. This is looking like a tree. So I'm going to go ahead and take a popsicle stick and I'm just going to mark it in the center there because this is what we're going to use to stick it into our little base here. So I'm going to get my little healing mat thingamabobber that I bought at the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to like score it, I guess you can say, with a box cutter so I can slide that popsicle stick right on into there. So then I'm just going to glue that down into place once I figured out how far up or down, whatever you want to say it needs to be. I'm just going to glue all of that down all the way around the top, the sides, all of that gets completely glued down so that's ready for the next step. Okay, so now that I have all of that done, what I'm going to do next is go ahead and even it out. See how it's uneven right there? I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to even it out. I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, using that same green paint from earlier, I'm just going to paint both sides of this. Okay, now that both sides are painted, I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm just going to kind of drape it around the tree. So I put a dot of glue at the top there and secure it into place. And then I just kind of wrap it around the tree. And guys, this did take me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I couldn't get it the way that I wanted it to look. So I played with it for quite a while, as you may too. Once you get it looking kind of sort of how you want it to look, just stick a dot of glue at the very end there. And because I still wasn't happy with how it was laying, I took my smaller glue gun and I just kind of went in the center parts to put them down into place. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and add some batting here that I had on hand. Just going to wrap it around the bottom of the tree here to kind of give it a faux snow type of effect. I don't know, looks kind of cute, whatever. And this is what this one looks like when it's done. I went ahead and added 2 layers of rope to the bottom of this one, just like I did the other small mini base. And then of course I put a couple of shoelace bows at the top of the tree to finish it off. I will have a bow making video coming up next week, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, so for this next one, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to make the base here. I'm just taking a paper towel roll and then I rolled a cone with the toilet paper roll just like I just showed you. And I'm just sticking that little cone on top of this toilet paper roll to make the base for this next tree. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, this was a hot mess. As you can see, I have taken this apart 1,000 times. So this is what I came up with. I thought I could glue this down into place. Yeah, that didn't work. So what I ended up doing after a ton of thought, as you can see, different clothes, different nails, I went ahead and decided to use some T-Rex tape. So all I'm doing is taking those pieces that are the exact same pieces we made with that mini tree that we just did, and I'm just layering them into place with the T-Rex tape. So I'm taking a small piece of the T-Rex tape to put it into place where I want it to be, and then I'm going to take a nice long piece to secure all the little pieces into place. This is how I layered this one up all the way up the tree, and again, these are the same triangle pieces that we just made with that mini tree that I'm using. Okay, so this is what this one ended up like, guys. This is the one that I'm least happy with, I'll be honest with you. I went ahead and added the faux snow effect, and honestly, I wish I hadn't. I wish I had maybe just put it on the sides of the tree because I'm not really pleased with it, but overall, it's an okay piece. Okay guys, so here I'm showing you how I'm going to make the bases for these next 3 trees, and all you do is take 3 paper towel rolls, cut them in half. Once they're cut in half, you're going to take a strip of hot glue, put that down and glue all 3 of these paper towel rolls together. Now you can use poster board from the Dollar Tree for this, but I prefer to reuse things as much as possible. So that's why I'm using these paper towel rolls instead of that. And honestly, it's far more sturdy than the poster board from the Dollar Tree, or any poster board for that matter. So now I'm just going to roll it into a cone shape as I did with the toilet paper roll at the very beginning of the video. I played with this for a little bit, guys, as you may too, trying to get it to be the right shape. And once I get the shape that I'm happy with, I go ahead and glue the very top into place as well as the very bottom into place. So just lift it up, add a little bit of glue to the bottom. This is almost ready to roll. Obviously, we want to level it out. So again, I'm going to kind of press it down and just cut straight across. And then, of course, I'm going to have to shave a little bit more off as I see that it's not shaped correctly. So just play with it, guys. Have fun. I mean, that's what crafting's all about. Okay, so now that that's ready, I'm taking some of this ribbon that I got at Joann Fabrics for like ever ago, and I'm just going to start gluing it onto the tree in like an accordion style. So I put down that first little piece, okay? And then once that's dry, I hate waiting for glue to dry, I'm going to kind of fold it over. See how I'm doing like a fold over? Just like that. And then I'm going to add glue on the part where I just added the fold over, and then I'm going to lift up that fold over and add some glue down there as well to make sure everything is glued into place. So that is the process for making this entire tree. You're just going to do an accordion fold, add some glue, and then make sure you lift up the fold and add some glue underneath the fold so that everything is glued down into place. It's not hard, but I mean, this is a little time consuming, but not really. I mean, this tree probably took me about start to finish, maybe 15 minutes. It wasn't very long. So once I get to the very end here, I'm going to cut the end off, and then I'm going to fold it under so that it gives it a finished look. So I'm going to add a dot of glue to the top and a dot of glue to the bottom. And I'm going to do that for all of the layers for this entire tree. So this is what it's looking like so far. You're going to take the next part and just decide where you want it to be, guys. I'm just eyeballing it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just hoping that this is going to work. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Awesome, right? So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and fluff it out. I don't know, kind of like a dress, I guess you can say. This is wired ribbon, so it has some flexibility, and I would suggest that you use a wired ribbon if you decide that you want to make a tree like this. I just think it gives it a really cute, whimsical look. So that is what I decided to do with this one. Pretty simple, easy tree to add to my tree collection. Okay, guys, once I'm happy with the way that it looks, I just want to show you here that I just slipped this one right over the top of the base. No foam needed, no skewer, none of that. And when it's done, it looks like this. The only reason why I like to put it on the base is because it elevates it a little more, and I think it makes it look a little bit more elegant. I did add some bows to the top, and again, I will be having a bow making video next week so you can see how I make all the bows for my trees and whatever I'm making bows for. But yeah, I thought this one turned out really cute. Okay, guys, for this next one, we'll need a tree cone, and then I have 2 packs of the 13 feet nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so we're going to start by just wrapping this nautical rope around the bottom of this cone with some hot glue. So I'm going to put hot glue all around the bottom of this to tack this down into place. But you don't need to put your glue throughout this project, which makes it so easy and so awesome. Honestly, guys, I think this one start to finish took me about 10 minutes. It was so easy to do, and I really love the way it ends up looking. So see how I just kind of angle it over to go ahead and do the next row, and then you don't need to use glue for each and every single part on all the rows. As you can see, I'm wrapping here without gluing, but then I realized I did need to glue more often, so what I decided to do was glue at the starting point on each row. So I'm just wrapping it around, and then when I get to the starting point, I just add a little dot of glue and glue it down. And that's what I do for the rest of this tree. And once I got to the halfway point, I decided to put it upright, and it made it so much easier, guys, just to kind of squish it down as you're moving so that there's no gaps, and then just adding that little dot of glue. When I got to the very top of it, I just took what was left and tucked it right into the top of the tree. Dunzo, guys. This one was so easy. I slipped this right over top of the jar, added a bow to the very bottom of it, and then of course I added a little twine bow to the top, and this one is done. Now, if you wanted to spruce this up a little bit and didn't want such a natural look, you could add in some baker's twine around it. There's berries. There's so many possibilities, guys. This one is super cute. I really like it. Okay, guys, for this last one, I'll be using the same style tree cone, and I have all these wood pieces that I got on clearance at Joann Fabrics for like ever ago, and I don't know, I just thought maybe we'll just slap them on this cone and see what it would look like as a tree. Why not? Guys, I'm just haphazardly placing these on there. I have no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just trying to cover the entire base of the tree. So I put them as close as I can together for this initial base. And then I'll show you what I do after I get this first base all into place. But I'm just gluing them on wherever they'll fit. I have no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. So this is what it looks like so far. As you can see, there's a ton of gaps and you can see through to the bottom. So I'm just going to layer it up, see, just like that, and just kind of place them wherever I see a space all the way up the rest of the tree. And guys, I think that this one ends up being my favorite of all that I made today. This is what it turned out like. I really like it. I think it's very whimsical and fun. You could go ahead and add some faux snow if you wanted to or something like that, but I like it the way that it is. Just added a bow to the bottom of the base. This one's ready to roll. Of the ones I made today, this one is my favorite. Okay guys, so here they all are, all of my little tree DIYs for today. Let me know which one was your favorite. Of the bunch, my least favorite was definitely the one that's in the very center, where I just had such a hard time with it, and I may do something to it to make it look a little bit better, but the rest of them I am 100% happy with, and I will display them in my home as they are. Okay guys, so that was a lot of fun. I gotta say, I really pushed myself to get these DIYs done in one day, and it was not easy. So if I'm going to continue to do videos like this where I have multiple DIYs, I am definitely going to need to spread them out over a few days so that I'm not filming my intros and outros in the middle of the night. Just saying. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do plan on doing more like this in the future, and hopefully you guys are getting some takeaways from the techniques that I'm showing you, and you give some type of DIY a try in the future. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into who the winner is for last week's giveaway. Okay guys, in the interest of saving time, because I don't know how long this video is going to be, I'm not going to go over all the items that were included in last week's giveaway. I just want to make it very clear that YouTube was in no way involved or has anything to do with this giveaway. This is 100% on me, and I'm using items that I purchased myself or that I got in subscription boxes to give away. So without further ado, let's see who won this thing. Yay, Lois! Guys, I don't know what to say. This is the third time Lois has won on my channel, and I promise you this is 1,000% not rigged. Literally, all I do is take all of the qualifying comments, I drop them into the random name picker, and whatever name it picks is completely out of my hands. So congrats to Lois. I will get this packaged up to you and sent out as soon as I possibly can. And for those of you who did not win, I will have future giveaways, so you have a shot at winning something in the future this month and next month, so keep your eyes out for those giveaways. If Lois doesn't enter, you guys might have a shot. No, I'm just kidding. So just keep that in mind, guys. I will have future giveaways, so keep your eyes out for those. And I hope that you guys found this video helpful or useful in some way. Hopefully you guys are able to take away something and try to make something with those paper towel rolls and those toilet paper rolls that you guys have at home. That would make me so happy. And if you do, make sure that you send me some pictures, because I would love to see anything that you guys come up with. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, or you could send me an email at ameeks@amazars.com. I would love to see what you guys are up to. So that's all I got for you guys this time, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye! What's up, gorgeous people? This is Amazars DIY. My name is Amber Meeks, and in today's video, I have for you 6 Christmas tree. What's up? I don't know why I'm doing that. We gotta do it again. What's up? Wow, something in my throat. Hold up. What's up, gorgeous people? This is Amazars DIY. My name is Amber Meeks, and in today's video, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, I'm just like holding them here because I don't want to do this. Okay, try it again. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 Christmas tree DIYs. What am I going to do after that? Okay, try it again. Okay, guys. Well, I mean, yep. Bam! All right. Okay, guys, that was a lot of fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun making all of those Christmas trees, and I'm going to try to... Yep. And subscribe. Oh my gosh, try it again. Is that I gotta say, if I'm gonna continue to do videos like this where I have multiple wow, try it again. If you guys want to see everything that was included in the giveaway, please check last week's video out. For those of you who are curious what I included in the giveaway, you can check out last week's video to go ahead and see. I don't know what to say after that. Okay, try it again. I don't know what to do. Okay, hold on. I'm in awe. Like, I can't. I don't know what to do. Okay, try it again. Yay, Lois! This can't be real. I don't know what to say. Like, she keeps winning everything. It's so funny. Okay, hold on.